Hello children, today we are going to start computer chapter number 1 tables in MS Access of class 8. So before starting the chapter we are going to write the date. So please put your date today, that is 1910 2020. Okay. Tables in MS Access. Data can be stored in a database. MS Access is one such database that stores data in the form of tables. It is a relational database management system. A table in a database represents organized and stored collection of data in the form of rows and columns. Before we start creating a table, we need to understand to set the appropriate field and its data types for the table. So, how the data is being stored in the MS Access? It is stored in the form of the tables. You can see the table here, what type of data we are going to store and can store or display. So the description of the things we are going to give in this rows and the columns. Data types. A data type is a data storage format that contains a specific type of range or values. Now what is a data type? It is a data storage format that whatever the information we have to store, in what type of range or the values we are going to save that information. Every field in the table has its own properties. Now whatever the fields are there in the table, they have their own properties. Defining its characteristics and behavior. What they defines? The characteristics and the behavior. The most important property for a field is its data type. What is the most important property of the field? That is the type of data which we are going to store. For example, a field with text data type can store both text and numeric values, but a field with numeric data can store only numeric number. For example, a field with the text data like this. In this you can store both the text and the numbers also, but the field in which we have the data in the number form, in that we can just only save the numeric data. The table below illustrates the important data types in Access 2010. Now this data shows the important data that are stored in the Access 2010. That is, data type can store and display text, number, currency, yes, no, date, time, rich text, and these are the description, that is short alphanumeric values such as last name or street address, numeric values such as distance, monetary values contain only one of the two values, either yes or no, dates and time values for the years from 100 to 9999. Text of combination of text and numbers that can be formatted using color and the font controls. Okay children, coming to the next page, page number 6. Here we have auto number, attachment, hyperlink, memo, lookup, only objects. Okay, automatically generates a sequential number whenever a new record is added to the table. Whenever we are adding a new record to the table, it will automatically just put that data in a sequence. Attachment images, Excel files, document charts and other supported files to the record in the database, similar to attachment files to email messages. Whatever the images or the documents we are putting in it, they will automatically make the attachment of the files to the email messages. Hyperlink, text or combination of text numbers stored as text and used as hyperlink address. Now the text or combination of text numbers, it is the text or it is the combination of text and both the numbers, and it is stored as the text which is used as a hyperlink address. Long blocks of text for description, it can store up to 65,535 characters. How many characters it can store? 65,535. Displays either a list of values that is retrieved from a table or query or set of values specified when a field is created. What it displays, either a list of values that is retrieved from the table or the query or the set of values when we create a field. Field used to display data from a file is created from another program, for example, Word document. Fields which are used to display data from a file. They are created from another file program, for example, from the Word documents. Second, field properties. Now, what are the properties of field? After we create a field and set its data type, we need to set additional field properties. The size of the field can be controlled by setting its field size property. The field size property also determines how much disk space will be occupied by the field. Now, after we create a field, we just have to set the data type, and we just have to set the additional field properties also. The size of the field, which can be controlled by the field size property, and the field size properties are determined how much disk space will be occupied by the field. For example, number and currency field. Field size property determines the range of the field values, that is 1-bit number field can only integrate ranges from 0 to 225. Creating a table in Access 2010. We can create a table in Access in two ways, using datasheet view or using design view. First one, using datasheet view. This view allows the user to create a table by entering data into it. And what are the steps to create the data sheet view? They are: select Home tab and click View drop down button from the Views group. Okay. Next, select and click Database View option. In the first row, click Field drop down box to set the data type and then enter the data below. Okay. Here you can see. Next, to name the field 1, click on it and enter the name of the field. Okay, here you are going to write the names of the field. The name of the table, select the file and click the Save button. The Save As dialog box will appear. Enter the name of the table name, text box, and click OK. The table is created and saved. You are going to first open this, then you will just click on the datasheet view. After that, here is the view option. You can see a drop down list will open. From there you have to just click on the datasheet view, then there will be this format open. Here the first you have to just give the fields and then you are going to fill the information. For saving this file, you have to just click on the file, then save as, and you have to give the name of the file and then click on the save option or OK button. Now, using design view. This allows user to set the field with its data type and descriptions. The steps to create table in design view are: first, select the file tab and click view button, and from the view groups, select file tab, drop down from the view groups. Next, click on design view option. For now, after opening this, you have to just click on the design view option. Then in the right window, enter the field name and select the data type from the drop down list below. After that, in the bottom window, field properties are displayed, set if required. Next, to name the table, select File tab and click Save button. The Save As dialog box opens. Enter the table name in the table name text box and click OK. Table is created and saved. Like this, if you will click here, this type of field will open. Then you have to just give the information, field name and data type, and you have to just give the information, and then design view field property will be created. Next, let us see the student table. The table has the following structure: field name, data type and description. This is the table which has been formed. Now setting a primary key. A field or combination of field with values in table that are uniquely identified is called a primary key. Now what is a field or combination of field which has the values in the table that are unique and which can be identified? So that is called the primary key. For example, let us consider the table and name students. The values stored are given below. In the above example, the field name, registration number, REG anode registration number can be set as primary key for the student table. So what is the primary key for the student table? Registration number, because every student has a unique registration number. We know that no two students will have the same registration number. I also told you that every student has the different registration number. So primary key for this is registration number. Hence it needs to be unique and cannot be null. The steps to set a primary key for a table are: select the field to be set a primary key. First you have to select the field. Select Design tab and click Primary Key button from the Tools group. Next, the key symbol will appear before the field name, making it as a primary key. Click on the Save button from the Quick Access toolbar. Here you can see primary key. Then you will be given the Design button, and then you have to just select, and after that you have to just click on the Save button and the Quick Access toolbar. Okay children. Next, operations on field in the table. Now, once a table is created, we add designs fields to the table. The operations on the field are adding a new field, renaming a field, moving a field, or deleting a field. Now first one, adding a new field. What are the steps for adding the new field? Select the table on the left side of the navigation panel. Right click the table and select Design View from the shortcut menu. The table opens in Design View. Select the rows to add the field before. Next, select Design tab from the Contextual Table Tools tab and click Insert Row button from the Tools group. A new blank row will be inserted above the selected row. Type the field name and set a suitable data type for the new field. Click on the Save button from the Quick Access toolbar. Now, first you have to just select the navigation pane. After that, you have to just right click on the table and you have to give the Design View shortcut menu. This is the design which you are going to give to your table. After that, from the table tools, you have to just select the design, what type of design you have to give. After that, you have to just insert the rows in this. Okay, how many rows or columns you want. After that, you have to just give the name to your file, and then you have to save this. Now, renaming a file. How you will rename a file? The steps are: select a field to be renamed and change the desired name under the file name, field name. Now you have to just click here, and then you have to backspace and give the new name, and click the Save button from the Quick Access toolbar. Okay. Next, moving a field. How you will move the field? The steps are: select the table on the left side of the navigation pane. Okay, at the left side you have to just select the table, then right click the table and Design View from the shortcut menu. The table opens in the Design View. When you are putting the table, it will be open in the Design View. Now select the field to be moved and drag. Now whatever the field you are going to move or drag, you have to just select it, desired location. While dragging, a line appears between the fields. When you are dragging this from some other place, there will be a line which is being appearing. Release the mouse button once the field reaches the desired position. This becomes the new position of the field. Now, if you want to just put this at this place, so you have to just point here the mouse and you have to just select this and you have to drag with the mouse to this place so that this field will reach here and these all will shift downwards. Okay, next is deleting a field. Now how you are going to delete the field? Steps are: select the table on the left side of the navigation pane here. Now right click on the table and select design view from the shortcut menu. After that select the file to be deleted and after that select the field to be deleted. Select design tab from contextual table tool and click on the delete rows button from the tool group. After that, in the field contain data, a dialog box appears, gets opened asking for confirmation. This type of dialog box will appear to ask you for the confirmation. Then you have to click on the yes button so that the field will get deleted. And then click save button for the quick access toolbar. Next, working with the records in a table. Now how you are going to work with the records in the table? Once the table is created, the appropriate field, we need to enter the record to the table to maintain it for further process. The various operations on record are inserting a new record, saving record, deleting a record, editing a record and sorting records. First is inserting a new record. Now what are these steps? Double click the desired table in the left side of the navigation pane. The table gets displayed in the data sheet view in the right side of the navigation pane. Insert a new record with appropriate data in the respective fields. Press enter key or tab key to move the next field and press enter key to add new record again. Press shift and tab key together to move the previous field. Now whatever the data you have to just put in it, what you have to do, you are in the whatever the blanks we have, just put the data. Okay, and after finishing putting the data, you have to press the shift and the tab key together so that to move the previous field in the next row. Now saving a record. How you are going to save the record? The steps are: click on the save button from the quick access toolbar. The entire table with the record gets saved together. Now here you are going to click on the save button and the file will be saved. Editing a record. How you can edit a record? You just have to first, what does editing mean? We can make changes in the existing record by modifying some data, that is called editing. Okay. Now the steps are: double click the desired table in the left side of the navigation pane. Now the table will be displayed on the data sheet view in the right hand side navigation panel. Click the cell to edit. A pencil icon appears to indicate the edit mode. Now modify the data and click outside the record to apply the changes. Click save button from the quick access toolbar. Now you have to just put on the fields and like this a pencil icon will appear. After that you can just modify the data. You are going to write the data in the space provided. After that click on the save button so that the data will be modified and saved. Next we have deleting a record. How you can delete a record? Right click entire row and select delete record option from the shortcut menu. A dialog box appears to confirm if you want to delete or not. This type of dialog box will appear. If you want to delete, click on the yes button. If you don't want to delete, click on the no button and click save button from the quick access toolbar so that table will be saved. Sorting records. The user is allowed to sort the record in a table as per convenience. Arranging the records either in ascending or descending order is called sorting. Now how we are going to arrange the data in ascending order or in descending order, it is all up to us. This is called the sorting of data. The steps are: double click the desired table in the left side of navigation pane. After that table will be displayed in a data sheet view in the right side of the navigation pane. Select home tab and click ascending button to sort record in the ascending order, or click descending to record sort data in the descending, sort and filter groups. Like this, you can sort the data in ascending and descending order. So children, we have just read the chapter number 1, that is tables in MS Access. So you have to read the chapter at your home and you have to just make these tables at your home in your laptops or PC, so that you will just remember what we have just learned now. Okay children, thank you.